How's it going? Steven with Kiwibox.com coming at you from New York City. We are in the tour bus outside of Sophomore at Irving Plaza, where I'm sitting with Meg and Carlo of Meg Dia. How are you guys?
Good.
Awesome. Great. Here, Here, and Here comes out in April. How does this record musically compare to the first record?
I think the songwriting's more mature. Rhythmically, we do different things. There's like a disco song and like a country song. So we're just trying to explore music more, and it just covers a wider spectrum.
You guys tend to draw a lot of inspiration from books that you've read. Are there any songs on this record that are inspired by anything recent that you've read, or a favorite book or something like that?
Dia wrote a song about Brave New World called Hug Me Till You Drug Me.
How come you decided to, write songs that are more personal this time around?
Specifically because of what one person said. One day they said, "Hey Meg, how come you keep writing all these songs about everybody else's life and never write one about yours?"
Do you keep a diary, something like that you can just look back on?
I write in my journal prolifically. I write in it probably 7 times a day.
I understand that you worked with Howard Benson. What was it like working with Howard?
At first, it was a little bit intimidating, but after you get the initial introductions over and break the barrier, then it's really easy to just focus in on what you're both working on and forget about all the outside layers of, oh my gosh, this is Howard Benson, he's done My Chemical Romance and The Rejects, and then you just focus in on your record and then figure out what you want to do. So it's really great. Well,
during the recording process, were there any moments that were particularly difficult for the band?
Pre-production, difficult. That's when they called me Dictator Meg, because I would just be like, play this and play this and play this and stop playing that and play that.
Do you think that this record, once it comes out, do you think your fans that really grew attached to the first record will kind of warm up to this just as much?
I think it might be difficult. I just think it's really different.
What about your travels? What about seeing the world kind of speaks to this album?
You learn the most when you don't like settle into one area of life. I think that's how I learn. Is just being exposed to so many different lifestyles.
Okay, so I know that you guys haven't been on the road for that long, but do you guys have any war stories so far? Anything crazy that's happened?
Somebody peed out of a window yesterday, and then somebody peed out of a window again from our green room. This tour is like, for a charity tour, there's been so much aggression from strangers. It's odd.
You guys are going to go on the Warped Tour again this summer, from what I understand. So what's one memory that sticks out as like emblematic of what it's like to be on Warped Tour?
I think that being in the lunch line is emblematic. Just because the lunch line is where you're social and all the bands come together, because the line's so long and it takes forever to get your food, and that's when you get to meet people and talk to people, and that's what Warped Tour is about. It's about meeting people and talking to people and different artists and musicians, and you just make friends and contacts that you'll keep for years.
Hi, we're Meg Dia.
And you're watching Kiwibox.